Did you know that Jennifer Lopez ran a triathlon in 2008? Well, let's learn more interesting facts like these in 1 hour. In Japan, survival capsules called NOAA have been created, designed to withstand tsunamis. Made with impact-resistant materials and an aerodynamic structure, they float and protect the occupants from waves and debris. These capsules can hold up to 4 people and contain essential supplies like water and food. In Bali, the most mischievous thieves are monkeys that climb trees and watch closely. If you carry something valuable, they can steal it in seconds. Every year in Ivrea, Italy, thousands of people throw oranges at each other in a chaotic street battle. This tradition revives a medieval revolt and turns the town into a field of flying fruit. For 3 days, the Ivrea Carnival is pure citric chaos and adrenaline. Natalia Kuznetsova is considered the most muscular woman in the world, weighing around 198 pounds and competing at the same level as men. At just 25 years old, she shattered stereotypes with her incredible strength, becoming a world champion in both the bench press and deadlift. Nobumitsu Murabayashi lives in Japan with an unusual pet, a huge alligator named Chiman, which he has cared for over 40 years. He walks it around the city like a dog and considers it part of his family. There's a music festival in Florida, underwater. The Lower Keys Underwater Music Festival broadcasts concerts with submerged speakers and musicians dressed as sea creatures. Min Mayo, a Vietnamese artist, creates incredible 3D figures using only paper. His models of anime, video games, and pop culture are so detailed they seem to come to life. To prevent men from urinating in the street, Amsterdam installed hundreds of public urinals at key locations. Although it may seem strange, the measure was very effective in keeping the city clean. In Rome, you can pay for the subway by recycling plastic bottles thanks to the more you recycle, the more you travel program. Each bottle earns credit on the MyCicero app, and thousands of people use it daily. In just 3 months, they collected 1.8 million bottles. Have you seen the Microlino? It's a mini electric car for 2 people. Perfect for getting around the city. It charges in just 4 hours and has a range of up to 143 miles. Meet Eliseo Ramos, a man who has lived for over 25 years in a cave in Cerro de la Silla, Mexico. After losing his house, he transformed the cavern into a real home, complete with a bathroom, living room, and dining room. In Finland, there's a world championship where people throw old phones as far as possible. It started as a fun way to recycle and is now a real event. In Brazil, the Borges family lives with 7 tigers rescued from a circus, treating them as part of their home. It all started when Arias Borges saved 2 felines in poor condition and decided to care for them personally. Did you know that tigers can jump up to 16 feet vertically? Their hind legs are so powerful that they allow them to stand on 2 legs and propel themselves with agility. This ability is key for hunting and overcoming obstacles in the wild. Cycleball is a curious sport that combines soccer and cycling, played by teams of 2 on a closed court. Players ride bicycles without brakes or gears and can only hit the ball with their wheels. In Mexico City, there's a hummingbird hospital located inside the apartment of founder Katia Toof. There she cares for dozens of these tiny birds, rescued for injuries or orphans. Did you know there are wheelchairs for fish? Although they don't have real wheels, they are small floating devices made of foam that allow them to stay afloat and swim if they have mobility issues. On September 26, 2024, Shenzhen broke 2 Guinness World Records with the display of 10,197 drones flying simultaneously. They created the largest aerial image ever seen, all controlled by a single computer. At Karen's Diner, being mistreated is part of the menu. This quirky restaurant offers delicious burgers, but with servers who insult you and argue with you. La Gruta is a magical restaurant hidden in a cave near Teotihuacan. Founded in 1906, it combines traditional Mexican cuisine with a unique ancestral atmosphere. Did you know that some modern tombs include QR codes? Scanning them allows you to access photos, videos, and mementos of the deceased. Can you imagine counting every grain of sugar in a kilo? Venezuelan TikToker Ramses did it and spent over 144 hours on the task. In the end, he discovered that 1 kilo of sugar contains 20,377.6 grains, and his feat went viral. In Zambia, there is a natural pool known as Devil's Pool, located right on the edge of Victoria Falls. Although it looks dangerous, a rock wall acts as a barrier and allows for safe swimming. The underwater restaurant Under in Lindesand, Norway, is the first in Europe and is located 16 feet below the sea. It offers panoramic views of the seabed, while diners enjoy a dinner featuring locally sourced ingredients. Samuel, a 67-year-old man from Yakutia, has lived for over 20 years in a Siberian forest, far from civilization. His daily routine includes collecting firewood, melting ice for water, and playing music in his cabin. The Yukon Kanto is a curious race in Finland in which men must carry their wives on their backs while overcoming obstacles. The goal is to complete the course as quickly as possible, testing endurance. Balenciaga surprised everyone with the launch of a bag that mimics a garbage bag in its fall-winter 2022-2023 collection. The brand's creative director created the world's most expensive garbage bag, which sold for $1,700. The Dancing Baby, or Baby Cha-Cha, created in 1996 by animator Michael Gerard, was the first viral internet meme. In 2019, a forest fire in Indonesia turned the sky a vibrant red, covering large areas of land. The Boryong Mud Festival in South Korea is the world's largest mud festival. It is held on Daecheon Beach and attracts thousands of tourists each year. Originally created to promote cosmetic products, it is now a huge festival with activities such as mud fights and concerts. In Scandinavian countries like Finland and Sweden, it is common to let babies sleep outdoors, even in winter, as part of the Nordic nap. This habit is believed to strengthen the immune system and help babies adapt to the cold. The Marble Caves, located in Lake General Carrera in Chilean Patagonia, are a natural wonder sculpted by water over millennia. The marble formations create gently curving chambers and passageways accessible by small boats. In Japan, Mitsubishi Electric's Toku Fastbot has amazed the world by solving a Rubik's Cube in just 0.204 seconds. Using high-speed servo motors and an artificial intelligence algorithm, it performs the movements with precision. This feat surpassed the human record of 3.13 seconds set by Max Park in 2023. In Bangalore, India, a replica of the White House sits atop a skyscraper, 397 feet high. This 40,000 square foot luxury mansion, valued at $20 million, once belonged to Vijay Mallya, the king of good times. In Japan, Christmas is celebrated in a peculiar way at KFC restaurants. This tradition began in the 1970s with the Kentucky for Christmas campaign and quickly became popular. In Scotland, the Falkirk Wheel is a rotating boat lift that connects two canals at different elevations. This innovative system uses giant rotating arms to bridge an 82-foot gap between the Forth and Clyde Canal and the Union Canal. The world's fastest trash can was created by Chris Rollins, who fitted it with an engine and 3 bicycle wheels. After surviving 2 crashes during testing, it reached an impressive speed of 63 miles per hour. 4 computer science students from Kiel University transformed the main building into a giant Tetris screen. They installed LED lights in 392 windows, creating a 141-foot high screen with more than 56,000 lights. The Golden Boy is the world's most expensive burger, valued at €5,000. Created by chef Robert John, it includes exclusive ingredients such as Wagyu beef, beluga caviar, Iberian ham, lobster, white truffle, Remacher cheese, and Japanese soy sauce. Fearleppen is a unique sport from the Netherlands in which competitors jump over canals using a pole up to 49 feet long. The goal is to cross the water as far as possible, testing strength, balance, and skill. The Cardrona Bra fence, located in Cardrona Valley, New Zealand, is a unique attraction where people have been hanging bras on a fence since 1998. Over time, it has become a popular tourist destination, with women leaving their bras as souvenirs. In Vietnam, crossing the street is a challenge due to the chaotic, never-ending traffic. Pedestrians move forward at a steady pace, without waiting for cars to brake. A group of Swiss students created the Methane electric racing car, capable of reaching 62 miles per hour in just 0.956 seconds, setting a world record. Weighing 308 pounds and producing 326 horsepower, it is faster than conventional and Formula One cars. The Human Hoist is a revolutionary mechanics chair, adjustable in height and tilt for total comfort. Its design allows for effortless position changes, making it easier to work in difficult areas of a vehicle. The Nevis Swing in Queenstown, New Zealand, is the world's most extreme swing, suspended 440 feet above the Nevis River Canyon. It offers a breathtaking free fall and a 984-foot swing at up to 93 miles per hour. At Orlando International Airport in Florida stands the Traveler, a sculpture so lifelike it baffles visitors. Created by Dwayne Hansen, it portrays an exhausted passenger with such a genuine expression that he seems about to move. In the volcanic depths of the sea lives the volcanic snail, a tiny creature with an iron shell. Unlike other animals, it doesn't feed conventionally, but instead uses chemosynthesis, a process that allows it to convert hydrogen and carbon dioxide into energy. Impressive maneuver of the Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. On a test flight, Vietnam Airlines pilots make it take off almost vertically over Washington. It looked more like a rocket than a plane. In 1986, Cleveland launched 1.5 million balloons into the sky at Balloon Fest to break a record and celebrate in style. But the weather ruined the party. The balloons tumbled out of control over the city. At the 2023 Qatar Grand Prix, McLaren broke the record with the fastest stop in F1 history, just 1.8 seconds. 20 mechanics moved to the last millimeter to change Lando Norris's tires. Brian Berg is the master of balance. He builds enormous structures using only playing cards. At 17, he broke the world record with a 14.4-foot tower. Li Jihao, a young Chinese man, broke a world record by solving 3 Rubik's Cubes while juggling in just 3 minutes and 29 seconds. His feat combines mental agility and extreme coordination. Mr. T. Fue is a YouTuber famous for building swimming pools in the middle of nowhere. Using only basic tools and pure strength, he transforms any piece of land into an aquatic oasis with impressive creativity. One of his most enigmatic works, a house with an underground pool, the exact location of which remains a mystery. Before every game, LeBron James throws chalk into the air in an iconic gesture that has become part of the show. What began as a personal ritual to focus has become his signature on the court. LG's signature blew everyone away with the first 77-inch transparent 4K OLED TV. While transmitting crystal clear images, it also lets you see what's behind you, even when it's on. Li Longlong broke a Guinness World Record by climbing 36 steps using only his head. Without using his hands or feet, and taking only 5 seconds for each step, he defied the laws of balance. In Jordan, an old Volkswagen Beetle was converted into the world's smallest hotel. It only fits 2 people, but inside there are comfortable mattresses and Bedouin decor. Its creator, Abu Ali, complements it with traditional food made by his family. After 220 failed dates, British model Elizabeth Hode decided to marry her faithful dog, Logan, a 6-year-old golden retriever. The ceremony was broadcast live on television with a dress, rings, and even an altar. In the middle of Manhattan, there's a giant clock that doesn't tell the time, but rather shows the U.S. debt in real time. It's called the National Debt Clock, and it shows how much the country owes. Kimberly Winter holds the record for the world's loudest burp, 107 decibels. Her feet surpass the noise of a blender, a drill, and even a motorcycle. Who would have thought a burp could win you the Guinness World Record? Jody Amjay is only 62.8 centimeters tall and is the world's shortest person, recognized by Guinness since 2011. Born in India, she has worked as an actress and model, standing out for her charisma and message of inclusion. She even starred in the series American Horror Story Freak Show. The Korowai tribe of Papua live in houses built on trees in the middle of the jungle, over 33 feet high. They use a jagged trunk as a ladder, and their natural homes can accommodate up to 15 people. Snowflake was the only white gorilla in the world, famous for his albinism and his tenderness. He lived at the Barcelona Zoo from 1966 to 2003 and was an international sensation. Hyundai created the e-corner system, which allows the wheels to rotate 90 degrees so the car can move sideways like a crab. This electric technology facilitates impossible maneuvers in tight spaces. Splash diving is an extreme sport where athletes dive into the water to create the biggest splash possible. The louder and more spectacular the impact, the better. The Samsung Galaxy Note 7 went down in history due to an explosive failure. Its battery could catch fire. The scandal was so widespread that a worldwide recall was ordered, severely affecting the brand's reputation. Gheorghe Mureșan, at an imposing 7 feet 7 inches, is the tallest player in NBA history. Born in Romania, he played for the Washington Bullets and also made his film debut in the movie My Giant. In several Indian cities, cows roam freely on the streets due to their sacred status in the Hindu religion. They are respected, fed, and treated with devotion by believers. Chen Sun-yuan, a 75-year-old Taiwanese grandfather, became famous for playing Pokemon Go with 64 phones on his bicycle. He started it thanks to his grandson and turned his passion into a mobile show. Esperance Luminesca Forzina, a former military officer from Bridgeport, holds the world record for having 99.98% of her body tattooed. In addition to the ink, she has 89 body modifications, including eyes and genitals. The sea panda is a strange, translucent, skeletal invertebrate that seems to come from another world. It lives on rocks, shells, and reefs in the oceans, and its appearance makes it look like a small underwater panda. Can you imagine running underwater? The Water Walker and Spa makes it possible, combining a treadmill with a hydromassage system in a futuristic aquatic capsule. With resistance jets and tablet control, it offers a complete workout that's gentle on joints and fully customizable. Meet the Flex Step by Lift Up, a stair that transforms into an elevator at the touch of a button. Designed for people with reduced mobility, they combine accessibility and design in a single system. In Hanoi, Vietnam, there's a street so narrow that a train passes by just grazes the houses and shops. It's the famous train street. When it approaches, locals clear away tables and chairs in seconds. The Flatiron Building in New York City is known for its unique triangular shape. It was one of Manhattan's first skyscrapers and has become an icon of the city. Italy's historic calcio is a medieval sport that blends soccer, rugby, and wrestling, where almost anything goes. Originating in the 15th century, it is known for its brutality and unruly hand-to-hand combat. At 104, Dorothy Hoffner became the oldest person to skydive from 13,450 feet in Chicago. She did so to prove that age does not limit adventure, and she described the experience as wonderful. 4 days after the jump, she passed away, leaving behind an inspiring story of courage. In Indonesia, the Toraja community performs a ritual called Manin, where they remove their deceased from their graves to dress them and parade them through the village. This tradition honors the memory of loved ones and strengthens family ties. The Fallas Festival in Valencia, Spain, is a unique festival celebrated from March 15th to 19th. During the event, huge satirical papier-mâché figures are created and displayed around the city. Lina Medina, born in Peru in 1933, is the youngest person to give birth in recorded history. At age 5, her parents took her to the hospital for abdominal growth, and they discovered she was pregnant. In 1939, at 5 years and 7 months old, Lina gave birth by cesarean section. The firefall, located in Yosemite National Park, California, is a unique natural phenomenon that occurs in February. At sunset, sunlight illuminates the waterfall, creating a visual effect that makes it look like lava is flowing through the rocks. Thomas Dambo, a Danish artist, creates sculptures of fantastical creatures from recycled materials, especially reclaimed wood. His enormous trolls and mythological beings blend into the natural environment, hidden in forests and parks. Zayn Sufoğlu, a Turkish racing prodigy, has amazed the world with his driving skills since he was young. At 5 years old, he reached 194 miles per hour in a Lamborghini Revuelto and has proven himself an expert at drifting in a Ferrari SF90. Heavy Saurus, a Finnish band formed in 2008, has created a unique blend of heavy metal for children. Its members dress up as dinosaurs, giving them a distinctive and fun style. The Westminster Dog Show, held in New York City since 1877, is the most prestigious event for purebred dogs. Organized by the Westminster Kennel Club, it evaluates dogs in categories such as conformation, obedience, and agility. Hiroshi Ishiguro created robots so human-like they resemble science fiction actors. His masterpiece, the Geminoid HY1, is an exact replica of himself. Iceland's Blue Lagoon is a spectacular geothermal pool with azure waters and vapors that create an otherworldly landscape. With a constant 100 degrees Fahrenheit temperature and minerals like silica, it is famous for its relaxing and therapeutic effects. Sharam Baba, an elderly Indian man, was found in a cave and claimed to be 188 years old, saying, "Death forgot me." Although records indicate he was 110, his story baffled and fascinated everyone. Rob Gronkowski broke a record by catching a ball thrown from a helicopter at 600 feet. The feat occurred at his former university and only took 3 attempts. Taylor was the longest-lived red panda in captivity, living for over 21 years. He loved grapes, long naps, and had a charming personality. His passing in 2020 left a fond memory at the Montana Zoo. The Neuro R3 is an autonomous electric cart created only to carry groceries, not people. With 12 cameras and 360-degree vision, it navigates the streets using artificial intelligence. It can carry up to 12 bags, making deliveries faster and safer. Amu Haji was known as the dirtiest man in the world for not bathing for more than 60 years. He lived in Iran, ate rotten meat, and smoked several cigarettes at a time. He died at the age of 94, leaving behind a story as extreme as it was unforgettable. The African wild dog is one of the most lethal hunters on the planet, with an 80% success rate. It pursues its prey to exhaustion thanks to its endurance and teamwork. It even outwits predators like the cheetah. In 2018, Payless set up a fake luxury store in Los Angeles and sold $20 shoes for as much as $1,000. YouTube star Hacksmith created the world's most powerful flashlight, with 531,000 lumens thanks to 300 LEDs. Its light is so intense that it exploded a radiometer in seconds. It's like holding a portable mini-sun. The pygmy marmoset is the world's smallest primate. It measures about 15 centimeters and fits in the palm of your hand. He weighs just over 100 grams and lives in the Amazon rainforest. Agile and tiny, he looks like a little creature straight out of a storybook. Jamie Keaton is famous for a rare condition that causes objects to stick to his skin like a magnet. His body absorbs oxygen so strongly that it creates a kind of natural suction effect. There are only 3 such cases in the world, and it still baffles doctors. Alvin, a Swedish pony, broke a Guinness World Record by walking 16.4 feet in just 16.79 seconds on his hind legs. His trainer noticed his ability from a young age and trained him with patience and tasty treats. The Rubik's 360 is a circular version of the classic cube, but with a twist. You have to get colored balls into their correct compartments. Although it only has one solution, it can be solved in many ways. Michael Ferrari is considered the world's most impressive juggler, with 15 Guinness World Records to his name. He can throw 7 objects without missing and spin 360 degrees while throwing 4 more in just 1 minute. Every August, a championship is held in Ashbourne, England, where participants compete using only their toes. Strength and technique are essential, and before competing, feet are inspected to prevent infection. The winner receives a foot-shaped trophy. In Denmark, if you reach 25 and are single, your friends bathe you in ground cinnamon as part of a fun tradition. While it sounds harmless in 2017, an extreme case almost ended badly, sparking controversy. In Thailand, the world's most expensive coffee is made from beans that have passed through an elephant's stomach. It's called black ivory and can cost more than $5,000 per kilo. Before conquering Hollywood, Will Smith was known as the Fresh Prince, a rapper with great charisma. His musical talent took him directly to television with the iconic series The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There, he won the hearts of the world playing a young man from Philadelphia on Bel-Air. Max Verstappen made history by becoming the youngest driver to win a Formula One race, taking the Spanish Grand Prix in 2016, aged just 18 years and 227 days. In Switzerland, on a frozen lake in St. Moritz, the incredible white turf horse race takes place, a unique horse race. Every February, thousands of people gather to watch jockeys compete amid snow, art, and alpine luxury. In 1993, Don Calhoun, a Chicago Bulls fan, launched a shot from over 75 feet and sank it on his first try. He won $1 million at a promotional event and left the stadium in a frenzy. Hidden in the Bahamas is Ocean Atlas, the world's largest underwater sculpture, measuring 16 feet tall and weighing 132,000 pounds. It depicts a young woman carrying the ocean, a symbol of environmental impact. In Thor: Love and Thunder, Chris Hemsworth made a very thoughtful gesture before kissing Natalie Portman. He stopped eating meat out of respect for her vegan status. The actress revealed this detail in an interview, surprising everyone with the story. Eric Hernandez, a former Cuban soccer player, kept a ball in the air for over 3 hours while sitting down and wearing ankle weights. With 3.3 pounds on each leg, he broke his own world record. At some McDonald's in China, you can eat while pedaling a stationary bike, so you burn more calories while enjoying your nuggets. With just 5 minutes of pedaling, you burn 42 calories. In China, a company broke the record for the longest noodle in the world at over 9,843 feet. It took them 17 hours to make it using 88 pounds of flour. Then they cut it into 400 portions to share among all the employees. Did you know that Mark Zuckerberg has a black belt in jiu-jitsu and won gold in his first competition? In addition to being the founder of Facebook, he trains in martial arts to improve his focus and discipline. In July 2023, He was promoted to blue belt by his teacher, Dave Camarillo. In wheelchair tennis, the ball can bounce twice before being returned, unlike in conventional tennis. This key rule allows players with limited mobility to compete at the highest level. Paul Ofema assembled the Colosseum Lego set with over 9,000 pieces in just 13 hours and 37 minutes, breaking a Guinness record. Keiko, the orca star of Free Willy, was released in Iceland in 2002 after 20 years in captivity. Although she returned to the ocean, she never managed to integrate with other orcas and sought human contact. In Osaka, the Gate Tower building has a highway that runs through its 5th, 6th, and 7th floors. Literally, the Hanshin Expressway passes through the building without touching it, thanks to a special structure. It all arose after a development dispute that ended with this unique agreement. The waterphone, invented in 1968, is famous for its eerie sounds used in horror films. Made of stainless steel, it produces eerie tones when its rods are rubbed or tapped. Igbo Ora, Nigeria, is famous for having the highest twin rate in the world, with 50 per 1,000 births. Many believe the secret lies in their yam-rich diet. There are so many twins in this city that they even have a festival just for them. In Dallas, there's a giant eye measuring over 30 feet that can't go unnoticed. This enormous, hyper-realistic sculpture has become a key tourist attraction. Time Kettle earphones translate up to 40 languages in real time, like having a personal translator in your ear. Thanks to their advanced technology, they allow for fluid conversations regardless of the language. In the 1980s, Tom Cruise saved Ray-Ban from oblivion by wearing his glasses in Risky Business and Top Gun. Sales skyrocketed from 200,000 to over 4 million. The Gore is the king of cattle. Native to India, this colossus can grow to over 10 feet and weigh up to 2,200 pounds. Despite its size, it moves agilely through the dense tropical forests. The naked mole rat seems like something out of a science fiction movie. It's immune to cancer. Its cells have unique properties that prevent the formation of tumors, sparking great interest in science. The parrotfish is key to the formation of islands like the Maldives, producing up to 85% of their sand. By feeding on coral with its beak, it grinds up rocks and algae, which it then excretes as fine sediment. In Fez, Morocco, tanneries still use ancient techniques to transform hides into high-quality leather. The skins are immersed in huge vats of natural dyes, creating a spectacle of vibrant colors. Takamika is a Japanese fitness instructor who, at 90 years old, dazzles with her energy and discipline. She started training at 65 and today teaches classes full of vitality. Bettina Dorfman, a 63-year-old German woman, has the world's largest Barbie collection with more than 18,000 dolls. She has been collecting extremely rare pieces for nearly 2 decades, from classic models to limited editions. Luo Li Rong is a Chinese sculptor who creates bronze figures so lifelike they appear to move in the wind. Her style blends classical art with modern elegance that highlights feminine beauty. Fly Geyser in the Black Rock Desert, Nevada, was born by accident after a well was drilled in 1916. The minerals and hot water over time created a multicolored mound of surreal shapes. Tom Tersish traveled the world for 7 years with his faithful dog, Savannah, whom he adopted in Texas. Together, they crossed countries and lived unforgettable adventures, forming an unbreakable bond. In the Wodabe tribe, women choose their partners during a male beauty pageant. The men wear makeup, dance the yaki dance, and compete to win the attention of the female spectators. Whoever captivates them can win anything from a romance to the title of husband. Ethel Granger holds the record for the world's smallest waist, just 33 centimeters. She achieved this extreme figure by wearing a corset 24 hours a day for years. Cinnamon is obtained by hand-peeling the inner bark of certain trees just after the rains. The finest variety, Ceylon cinnamon, comes from Sri Lanka. which produces 90% of the world's total. Patrick Acton builds famous monuments using only matches and glue and has used more than 7.5 million. His works include Notre Dame, the Capitol, and the Millennium Falcon. His incredible sculptures are displayed in museums like Ripley's and in his own Matchstick Marvels. Dim sum is a traditional Chinese cuisine consisting of small bites such as dumplings, steamed buns, and rice rolls. It is served in tea houses and often enjoyed at relaxed gatherings, ideal for sharing with family or friends. Jennifer Lopez's breakthrough came in 1997 when she played Selena Quintanilla in the biopic Selena. Her performance as the Queen of Tejano music was critically acclaimed. The tuatara is a reptile endemic to New Zealand, considered a living fossil because it has existed for 200 million years. Although it resembles a lizard, it is more closely related to dinosaurs. Tesua Ocean Trench on the island of Upolu in Samoa is a 98-foot deep natural pool connected to the ocean by underground caves. Although it looks like a single pit, it is actually two, joined by a lava channel. Yuzcar, a small town in Malaga, became famous in 2011 when they painted all their houses blue to promote the movie The Smurfs. What was supposed to be a temporary move became their new identity. In Israel, Gordos restaurant offers a unique experience, with desserts served in toilet-shaped containers and toilet seats. This unusual concept has gained popularity on social media, generating mixed reactions among diners. At Paris-Orly Airport, travelers can enjoy free PlayStation 5 consoles while waiting for their flight. In a 26-story skyscraper in Beijing, Professor Zhang Biqing built a secret mansion with artificial rocks, plants, and trees. This extravagant $12 million home included a vineyard and a swimming pool. Every fall, Katmai National Park in Alaska celebrates Fat Bear Week, where photos of bears before and after their fishing season are compared. During this time, the bears gobble up large quantities of salmon to build weight for the winter. Sulaszowa, Poland, is a unique village with a single road running through its core. Along this 5.6-mile stretch, about 6,000 people live, whose perfectly aligned gardens and houses give the impression of an orderly park. In 2016, designer Martin Bass created the real-time clock at Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, a work that fuses art and technology. Instead of clock hands, a painter constantly erases and redraws the clock's hands, painting time minute by minute. In Batumi, Georgia, the sculpture Ali and Nino, created by Tamara Kvesitadze in 2010, depicts a young Muslim man and a Georgian princess. Every day at 7 p.m., the sculptures rotate synchronously, displaying their eternal love in a 10-minute dance. In the Czech Republic, the Sedlec Ossuary is a unique church decorated with more than 40,000 human bones. The remains from victims of the Black Death and ancient wars form structures such as lamps and an altar. In the Peruvian Amazon, the hot river, or Shanai Timpishka, is a unique natural phenomenon, where hot springs raise the river's temperature to 199 degrees Fahrenheit. This extreme heat causes the river to appear to be boiling, creating a fascinating steam spectacle. Krispy Kreme's Big Apple Donut in New York, at $11, is the most expensive donut in the world. With apple glaze, creamy filling, a pretzel stick, and a decorative leaf of green pastry cream. It's a unique experience. Sea otters display an adorable habit. They hold hands while resting to avoid being swept away by the tide. Ski Dubai is the largest indoor snow park in the Middle East and offers a winter experience in the middle of the desert. With a super pass, you can enjoy skiing, sledding, giant snowball fights, and a bobsleigh track. In China, a solar plant stands out for its panda-shaped shape when viewed from the air, combining clean energy with creativity. The slow loris is the only venomous primate in the world and defends itself with a toxin it produces on its forearms. When mixed with its saliva and bitten, it can cause severe reactions, even in humans. In Switzerland, the Dessalt Festival marks the return of cows from the Alps to the valleys before winter. Cows parade decorated with flowers and large bells, amid music and celebration. In Sibiu, Romania, many houses have windows in the roofs that resemble eyes watching passers-by. This design was once used to ventilate the attics, but over time it became a distinctive architectural feature. In Indonesia, the Paku Jawi festival dazzles with exciting bull races in muddy fields. Farmers hold on to the animals' tails as they run at full speed, splashing mud everywhere. Being a taxi driver in London is no easy task. To obtain their license, the famous cabbies must go through the knowledge, a rigorous process that lasts up to 4 years. During that time, they memorize some 25,000 streets and 20,000 key locations in the city. In Switzerland, the Astromobile Bridge allows road repairs without interrupting traffic. While vehicles travel above, specialized machinery works below. The Bylon elevator, or elevator of 100 dragons, offers a panoramic view from a height of 295 feet. This attraction stands out for the dragon sculptures that decorate the elevator, creating a unique atmosphere. In Lopburi, Thailand, the Monkey Festival is celebrated, a tradition that honors macaques as symbols of good luck. During the event, the monkeys invade the city, climbing buildings and running through the streets. Locals set up tables full of fruit and delicacies, creating an impressive spectacle. On the island of Barra, in Scotland, there is a unique airport where planes land directly on the beach. In operation since the 1930s, the runways depend on the tides, disappearing underwater when the water level rises. It only operates during the day because visibility is important for safety. In the poorest areas of Manila, Philippines, many people survive by collecting food scraps from the garbage, transforming them into a stew called pagpag. This dish is made with bones and meat from leftovers from fast food restaurants, which are washed and cooked. Hercules, a liger living at the Myrtle Beach Safari Reserve in South Carolina, is the world's largest cat, according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Weighing nearly 1,000 pounds and measuring 11 feet, his impressive size is due to his hybrid origins, the result of crossing a male lion and a tigress. Redhead Days, held annually in Tilburg, the Netherlands, is the world's largest festival for people with red hair. Since 2005, it has brought together thousands of redheads to celebrate diversity and promote acceptance. The Sinclair C5, launched in 1985, was a three-wheeled electric vehicle with a futuristic design. With a 250-watt motor, it reached 15 miles per hour and had a range of 20 miles per hour, but its low power and lack of protection made it impractical. In 2016, Luke Aikens broke barriers by jumping from 4.7 miles above the California desert without a parachute. At a speed of 120 miles per hour, his goal was to land safely. To achieve this, a giant 100-foot net was built to cushion his landing. Massey Curran, a young woman from Cedar Park, Texas, has made history by having the world's longest legs at just 17 years old. Her legs measure 53.2 inches on the left side and 53.3 inches on the right, representing 60% of her total height. Leonel Campos Garcia, nicknamed El Chiquilin, is the tallest man in Mexico at 8 feet 4 inches tall. His gigantism, caused by an overproduction of growth hormone, gave him this unique stature. In 2016, the artificial intelligence AlphaGo, created by Google's DeepMind, made history by defeating World Go champion Lee Sedol in a showdown that stunned the world. AlphaGo won 3-0 in a 5-match series, demonstrating a major breakthrough in AI. Kuchihama, Japan, is known for being the birthplace of the world's most realistic food replicas. Artisans create samples so detailed they resemble real food, using a mixture of materials. These replicas, called sampurus, decorate restaurant windows, showcasing everything from traditional dishes to elaborate desserts. Manutbol, the 7 feet 7 inches Sudanese giant, stood out for his shot-blocking ability in the NBA, averaging 3.3 blocks per game. Upon his debut in 1985, he broke records and became the tallest player in league history. The babirusa pig, a fascinating species from Indonesia, is famous for its protruding tusks that grow so curved that they can pierce the skin of its own snout. These tusks, exclusive to males, are a striking feature that gives them a unique appearance. Despite its somewhat strange appearance, this animal is agile and omnivorous, feeding on a varied diet that includes fruits, roots, and even small animals. Its slender body is adapted to move easily in its tropical habitat. The blue-footed booby, native to the Galapagos Islands, stands out for the vibrant color of its feet, the result of a diet rich in carotenoids. These pigments accumulate in its limbs and give it that striking blue hue. Besides looking like something out of a cartoon, it uses this color as a key part of its courtship rituals. A kibi is a fascinating fruit native to northern Japan, known for its unique appearance. When open, its purple skin reveals a white, gelatinous, and surprisingly sweet flesh. In addition to being delicious, this plant is prized for its ornamental foliage and fragrant, chocolate-scented flowers. Its exotic flavor and attractive appearance make it a culinary gem. In the city of Tianducheng, Zhejiang, stands an impressive replica of the Eiffel Tower, reaching 354 feet in height. This Chinese Eiffel Tower is just one part of an urban project that seeks to recreate the charm of Paris, with plazas, fountains, and buildings in the style of the French capital. Originally intended to be an exclusive destination, the tower has attracted tourists from all over the world. Idlefish, known for their mesmerizing beauty, do not survive well in captivity due to their specialized diet and lack of space. In aquariums, they often suffer from stress and apathy, as in their natural habitat, they roam vast areas in the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Space is essential for their well-being, as they require ample space to swim and explore. Every year, Telford, England, hosts the Tough Guy Challenge, one of the most extreme competitions in the world. This 9.3-mile race includes 32 extreme obstacles, including glowing coals, narrow tunnels, and lakes lined with power lines. The intense cold makes the course even more difficult. Many attempt to overcome it, but only half manage to finish. The Polar Bear Plunge is a winter tradition in which brave swimmers plunge into icy waters. This event is held in countries in the Northern Hemisphere, such as the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom. It is often organized for charity, adding a charitable purpose to the challenge. In extreme locations like Antarctica or the Arctic, the water can be as cold as 28 degrees Fahrenheit. The Antilia Tower in Mumbai is the most expensive private home on the planet and belongs to Mukesh Ambani. This luxurious 27-story structure spans over 398,000 square feet. Its luxuries include helipads, a movie theater, a spa, a ballroom, and a 168-car garage. It also has an air traffic control system and seismic resistance up to a magnitude of 8.0. Its value is around $3.5 billion. Project Primrose is an innovative dress created by Adobe that can change its appearance in seconds. It uses digital sequins that act as screens, displaying animated designs generated with tools like Adobe Firefly or After Effects. Its appearance can change with the touch of a button or by detecting movement. Beavers are easily recognized by their orange teeth, a result of the iron present in their enamel. This component gives them superior strength, ideal for easily cutting wood. Their powerful teeth are essential for building dams and shelters in their natural environment. On the Tokyo Metro, passenger numbers can be so high that special assistance is required for boarding. That's why Oshiya, also known as pushers, exist. Their job is to gently push passengers onto the train during rush hour. Although it may sound unusual, they play a key role in maintaining the system's punctuality. Did you know that the world's smallest cow is named Ronnie? This tiny Dexter cow lives in India and has amazed the world with her size. Dexter cows are already known for being very small, but Ronnie broke all records. She measures just 20 inches tall and 26 inches long. Can you imagine sailing on a boat that seems invisible? Clearbots are transparent vessels that offer an incredible view of the ocean floor without the need to dive. They can carry between 10 and 15 people, depending on the weight and number of children. They cost around $20,000 and are widely used by tourism companies. In Cozumel, these boats are already an attraction for those seeking a unique experience on the water. The Kite Festival is one of the most impressive kite events on the planet, held every year in Fånå, Denmark. Since 1985, between June 15th and 24, the city welcomes more than 5,000 participants who fill the sky with kites of all sizes and designs. The kites, which appear to dance to the rhythm of the wind, create a fascinating visual spectacle. Mammoth, the world's longest water coaster, is located at Holiday World and Splash and Safari in Santa Claus, Indiana. This unique attraction allows 6 people to ride together, making it an ideal adventure for groups. The track, made of molded fiberglass, features a thrill-filled ride with 7 drops that intensify the experience. Nagoro Village in Japan, which once housed hundreds of people, now has only about 30 residents due to a drastic population decline. To combat the feeling of emptiness, Tsukimi Ayano, one of the last inhabitants, began creating life-size dolls. These dolls, distributed throughout the village, filled places like the abandoned school, empty streets, and bus stops. The shoebill is one of the most impressive and unnerving birds in the world, with an appearance that seems straight out of a horror movie. This African species is characterized by its enormous, clog-shaped beak, which gives it a disturbing appearance. Although it is not aggressive, its behavior is what is truly striking. It remains motionless for long periods, giving it the air of a living statue. In Prague, a giant sculpture dedicated to Franz Kafka captivates visitors with its constant movement. In front of the Narodni Chita metro station, David Cherney's work K is made up of 42 layers of steel that rotate and transform. Installed in 2014, this mechanical head pays tribute to the famous Czech writer, symbolizing the chaos and metamorphosis of his stories. Did you know that the world's strangest car is the Iringo? This electric vehicle is shaped like a ring and can switch between 1 and 3 wheels depending on the curve of the road. It has 2 steering wheels, allowing either occupant to steer, which could cause some disputes. Its long center wheel makes movement easier, while the side wheels cross when moving forward and extend when the car stops, providing stability. Ford has created a robot called Robot to test the durability of its vehicle seats. This robot is capable of replicating 10 years of wear and tear in just 3 days, mimicking human movements when getting in and out of the car. Robot also simulates body temperature, reaching 36 degrees Celsius, and even produces sweat to emulate the conditions of prolonged use. There are the Nova H1 audio earrings, innovative earbuds that also function as earrings. These devices combine fashion and technology, offering a dual function. They play music and allow you to take calls while looking stylish. They use directional speakers so only the user hears the sound without having to insert anything into their ears. 1999 MTV Awards, Jim Carrey didn't show up. Or he did, but he was a scruffy hippie with a beard and wig. No one knew it was him, and even Samuel L. Jackson chatted with him for a long time, suspecting nothing. When he won Best Actor, he took the stage still in character, as if it were all part of his own movie. Asha Zulu Mandela has a mane that looks like something out of a legend. Her dreadlocks measure almost 20 feet long, about the height of an average-sized giraffe. With over 25 years without scissors, her style not only weighs 26 pounds, but also carries history, strength, and a world record in every strand. Imagine having cutting-edge technology at your fingertips. The Amazon One is a card-sized device that projects information directly into your palm. With its laser and simple gestures, you can translate languages in real time and perform many other tasks, all thanks to its artificial intelligence. Available for $699, with monthly access to its platform for $24, this gadget is revolutionizing the way we interact with the digital world. If you ever thought car racing was only for fast cars, Red Bull Wacky Races will change your mind. With handcrafted vehicles and extravagant designs, participants hurtle down hills filled with obstacles, all for fun and a bit of madness. While creativity and humor are the main features, don't let the harmless appearance fool you, because the adrenaline rush is guaranteed. Tired of being a mosquito dinner? Well, in Kenya, they have a rather original solution. Instead of running away from them, they turn them into food. They trap mosquitoes, dry them, and turn them into burgers. Yes, just like minced meat. Although it may not look the most appetizing, it's an incredible source of protein. Would you dare try a mosquito burger? The octopus Vitrilodonella richardis is one of the ocean's most mysterious secrets. And thanks to the Schmidt Institute, we can now see this fascinating, transparent creature like never before. This octopus lives in the dark depths, between 3,300 and 13,100 feet, making its sighting extremely rare. Ice is now also grilled in China. Yes, you read that right. On the streets of Nanchang, a culinary creative decided to throw ice cubes onto charcoal, season them with spices, and offer them as a gourmet delicacy. The best part? It's free. Although they're not guaranteed to fill your stomach, they do fill anyone who tries them with curiosity. The TMC Dumont is a unique motorcycle created by Tarso Marquez, a former Formula One driver. What makes it special is its 1960s Rolls-Royce airplane engine, a historic piece that gives it impressive performance. In addition, its innovatively designed wheels, with almost no visible axles and a diameter close to 1 meter, give it a futuristic and spectacular look. In Mexico City, there's a street that looks like something straight out of a downhill racing video game. It's called the Devil's Descent. Yes, that intense. And it's located in the Alvaro Obregón borough. Its slope is so brutal that more than one driver has ended up with their heart in their throat or their car in the shop. Between squealing brakes and trembling tires, it's one of those places where gravity doesn't forgive. The Water Lily turbine is a revolutionary portable charger designed for outdoor adventures. This ingenious device uses both wind and water power to generate electricity, allowing you to charge your mobile devices quickly, just as if you were using a conventional outlet. Simply throw it into water or let the wind propel it to generate power. A Maid Cafe is a unique and fun concept originating in Japan and Taiwan, where waitresses dress in maid outfits and adopt a submissive role toward customers, treating them as masters or mistresses. These cafes, inspired by cosplay and anime, offer a detailed atmosphere that makes visitors feel like they're in a fantasy world. The waitresses interact with customers through role-playing, creating an immersive and highly entertaining experience. Tito Zarine, a Chilean tennis player, celebrated his 100th birthday on October 12, 2024. And continues to practice his sport with great passion. He discovered tennis at 18 and has remained dedicated to the game throughout his life, training alongside his son and friends. With his signature style and Federer cap, he is currently ranked number 3 in the world in the senior category. Despite his age, he continues to showcase his skill and love for tennis in every match. Every year, a cardboard boat race is held in Italy, where teams must build their boats before competing. The goal is to travel the longest distance possible without sinking. In addition to competition performance, awards are also given for the most original design. The race has gained popularity and attracts participants from all over. The Velox 3 is a recumbent bicycle that reached an incredible speed of 83 miles per hour, setting a world record in 2013. This vehicle, designed by the Human Power team, is the fastest human-powered vehicle thanks to its aerodynamic design and carbon fiber structure. The record was achieved by cyclist Sebastian Bohr, demonstrating the power of engineering and human effort.